It's time for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Brood Awakening Coffee, with 3 locations to serve you. Baxter Regional Medical Center lobby, Highway 62 412 at Balmer Boulevard, and the Walmart East Plaza. And now, Down on the Corner.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas and Southern Missouri. It is Wednesday, June 6, 2018. It's 7:01 in the morning, and welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Jerry Hogan today, and being directed in a new fashion today. Have a remote control direction, trying something new, and so it may be a little.
Scooter's hitting remote control buttons from who knows
Gil
where.
Actually is at the moment.
Right.
And good morning, welcome to Down on the Corner program. Dale Hoffman, your host, along with Jerry Hogan today. And hope your day is off to a great start. Beautiful weather. Turned the attic fan on this morning about 6 o'clock. Let it air out the house a little bit. Felt really good.
Yeah, finally.
So I like these 60-degree nights,
You better enjoy them while you can.
Yeah, it's going to come to an end, I'm afraid.
Short window in between cold winter and hot summer.
It sure was. Well, we're enjoying Brood Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing. Brood Awakening Coffee is the best coffee in town. 3 locations in the city of Mountain Home, as you heard in the introduction. Balmer Boulevard, BRMC Lobby, which is the hospital. Then, of course, 62 East Plaza, which is out by Anytime Fitness. It's the Walmart area out there. And check out what Mike and the gang has for you out there. Brood Awakening Coffee. How's yours today?
Very good.
It is, isn't it?
Very.
Boy, I know how to make coffee, don't
Yeah,
I?
you do, boy. That's
I put a little STP in it today. Kind of helps it.
It's not good if you just go see your doctor regular, but what he don't know won't hurt him either. So.
Even though the spikes on the EKG are like this.
Yeah. Yeah, like them.
What have you been drinking? Brood Awakening Coffee, 3 locations to serve you. Check them out. Mike and the gang will just do the best job they can to serve you with the best coffee in town. Check out. We got to get some cinnamon rolls sometime.
Oh, he was out that Taste of Twin Lakes last night.
How was it?
Oh, very good. Yeah. That's another thing I'm not going to tell my doctor, but boy, about 5,000 calories later,
per serving, right?
I had a smile on my
I bet
face.
you did. Anyway, check out Brood Awakening Coffee, best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brood Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. And of course, Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring you the morning prayer each and every day across the state of Arkansas. Roller Funeral Homes. And we just don't go out and shop for a funeral home. We say that every day. But when the need arises, Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, there's no doubt in my mind that people are searching for something that they can't find. Some search for love and affection, some search for popularity, some search for recognition and accomplishments. Some never find what they're looking for. Then they turn to drugs and alcohol. Then the addictions begin and things go downhill from there. All the while, we never, or sometimes never, turn to Jesus Christ, one who can satisfy those desires. Christ isn't a magic act. He's our Savior and refuge. And Lord, I pray you help us to realize you're always there, and we just have to ask. It's my prayer today. Amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring morning prayer each and every day. Roller Funeral Homes across the state of Arkansas, with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
Good group of people.
You betcha. Time for the weather, brought to you by Gregg Farm Services, on the farm, around the home, and in the community. Gregg Farm Services. And hopefully you'll see the graphic and throw that up there on the screen here in just a minute. Oh, he's got the GFS up there. Okay. Community, here's our store specials and announcements. And Gil, if you can hear me with those, there's that graphic right there. Don't forget about Saturday, August 11th. That's just a little over 2 months away. Featuring Johnny Morris's Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium. Fish Day is coming. And then, of course, Father's Day, and I think somebody said it's the 17th. All kinds of gifts for Dad at Gregg's Farm Services. You have traps in a trap, the garden cart, Savin Dust 3-pack for $10.99. Restraining cone, all sizes 15% off there. You've got 10% off gifts for Dad. Wasp or hornet spray for just $2.99. All kinds of great things. Check out this garden hose, 50-foot Flex Rack garden hose for $19.99. I got to get me another one of those too. I could spend a lot of money at Gregg's.
Oh, yeah.
I could spend a lot of money out there. Gregg's Farm Services, around the home, on the farm, and in the community. Gregg's Farm Services, bring you the morning weather each and every day. We've got 64 degrees in Mountain Home, 63 at Harrison, 68 already at Hardy. Mountain View checks in at 61, Yellville at 62, Marshall at 61, 64 at Calico Rock, St. Louis at 61, Poplar Bluff at 63. It's funny how these area temperatures kind of hover around everything. Branson at 63, West Plains at 61. It's only 48 at Watford City, North Dakota. So, yeah, interesting. On the radar, we've got some shower activity in the northern part of the country, Minnesota, Wisconsin, northern Iowa, getting some showers. That's moving south-southeast, it looks like. Have some trail-off shower activity coming off of that one in South Dakota, Nebraska, western Kansas, and even down into Texas. It's kind of a swirl if you look real close. Look at the storm front up there at Wisconsin, and it circles back around through Nebraska, Kansas, and it comes down into Texas and swirls back as far over as the panhandle of Florida. So it must be a slight low-pressure system right there causing that effect.
Alberto's lost. He's just wandering around.
Oh, he's snowflakes on the North Pole by now. I'm going to hit, Gil, I'm going to hit that Texarkana Shreveport radar stop right there to bring that up. We got a little bit of shower activity showing up right there just west of Shreveport over there in Texas. Most of that you're seeing right there is ground clutter. I wanted to see what was going on in the southern part of the state. But we'll take a look at the Little Rock stop now. Highways in Arkansas seem to be clear. 62, 412 east-west, Highway 65 north-south. Highway 167, 67 Batesville and Poplar Bluff, in good shape there. Interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, and Interstate 555 in good shape as we speak. And so travel in Arkansas today should be very, very pleasant. In Missouri, we'll hit southwest Missouri. We'll check I-44. We got Joplin, Springfield, Lebanon, Rolla in good shape, Kansas City, Columbia, all the way in, looks like towards St. Louis. And while we're here, we'll just visit the city of St. Louis on the radar. You see I-70 coming in there from the west. Just picking up some ground clutter there. I-44 from Rolla. Going out of St. Louis, I-64 East Mount Vernon, I-70 Vandalia, Effingham in good shape at this time in Illinois and Missouri. So it looks like the Midwest is in pretty good shape as we speak.
All clear and the weather's perfect. Good day for a road trip.
Where are you going?
Oh, I'm just saying it would be.
It would be, yeah.
Anywhere you went, north, south, east, or west, it looks good.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
And so
good day to go to Hardy or something.
I went to the program yesterday afternoon. It was at the library called Hidden in Plain View. I want to talk about that for just a minute. Kids can get online and you can order a mouse for your computer. You take the top off and it's a scale for measuring your drugs.
Oh my gosh.
I've seen shave cans, water bottles, lipstick tubes, anything you can imagine to hide drugs. It was unbelievable, the information that Hidden in Plain View had yesterday at the library. Shannon Ruckert mentioned it when she was here last Friday with Mountain Public Schools, so I made the point to go.
Right.
Kids are smart, but the thing is, you can go online to Amazon and you can find drug hiding paraphernalia. They've got clothing specially designed to hide drugs. And here's the kicker. I went ahead and loaded this app. And wanted to show it on screen once I pull it up here. This is just a normal calculator screen. Right? But you can put a code in there. And it's hidden pictures and information. You have to have a code, and behind the calculator you've got main album, photo gallery, cards and IDs. You can hide stuff on that app. Now, parents can look at this and say, oh, well, they've got a calculator. I'm so proud of little Johnny. He's got a calculator on his phone. But you don't know by putting in the 4-digit code and hitting the % sign that you can hide addresses of drug dealers. You can hide pornographic pictures. You can hide all kinds of things that parents can't find on the phone. And so the people that hey, go raise my mic level, would you?
Okay.
Yeah, Jerry's going to do that, Gil. We're trying a new feature here on remote control direction. Pull my mic up a little bit, and or just raise the mains up a little bit. There you go. Yeah. But anyway, we need to be aware, and we're going to try doing some more with this Hidden in Plain View to make parents more aware of what's going on with hiding drugs in the bedroom. So, Jerry, what you got on the community calendar?
So basically, you can have it anywhere. You can have it.
It's unbelievable. You can go online. They've got clothing, both outer garments and undergarments, where you can hide stuff.
Wow.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you start saying mouse controllers and...
They actually had a mouse there, and you just reach up there and slide the top off, and there was a scale.
Good Lord.
And it would measure the amount of, like, Coke or whatever. I don't know anything about drugs, but you put the powder on there. Oh, okay, that's X amount of ounces or grams, whatever it is. Then they scrape it off in the little bags, and,
That is crazy. Different world.
Yeah, it is.
All right, tomorrow, Care Center Ministries annual Friend Raiser event. It's going on from 6 p.m. to 7:30 at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. They're going to be raffling off a camper, an old retro camper. Well, it's new, but it looks old. I think $20 will get you fed with Holy Smokes barbecue and in the drawing for the camper. Or I think you can just buy the barbecue or just join in on the raffle. And they're going to have a lot of other stuff to give away. So that is tomorrow. If you don't know much about Care Center, well, everybody knows about them by now. It's hard to believe they've only been here 3 years. They've done a lot of good for the community. And by that, I mean a lot of different stuff for the community. They take care of people's yards who might not be financially capable or physically able. And then they just keep people that going into jail, they give them a different avenue to take. So Care Centers is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, it is a necessary part of our community, but they are certainly playing the role well. That's a good thing. Then June 29th and 30th is our annual Red, White, and Blue Festival, so mark your calendar.
30, okay.
Yep.
I was talking to a gentleman last night, wanted to know about that.
Coming up quick. And Dale, that's about it.
I've got some new stuff here I want to talk about real quick.
Okay.
Art Fair at Stone Creek comes up on September 28th and 29th, 10 to 6. Free admission, lots of parking. There'll be 35 or more juried booths. And what a juried booth is, you have to apply for this application to be accepted. Selling fine arts and crafts is going to be at Stone Creek Ranch at 626 Circle B Lane in Mountain Home. Check them out online at artfairatStonecreek.com. Comes up in September, late September, so we've got plenty of time to plan for this. It's the Art Fair at Stone Creek. It is a juried, what they call a juried booth selection. So you have to go online and file in. So another thing coming up, this is in November. We like to plan ahead here at Dillard.
You do. I'm like, I can't plan ahead next week. You're in November already.
Gifts for Girlfriends, a holiday shopping event at Stone Creek Ranch, is going to be November 30th and December 1st. Remember, you heard it here first now. 10 to 4. It's going to be 2 days at the new location at Stone Creek, same address, 626 Circle B Lane.
Now, is that 2018 or 2020? What? How far?
This year, Jerry.
Oh, it is it. Okay, just making sure.
Calendar year, yeah. 36 booths all selling gifts for women. They'll have some kids and men's gifts too. Free admission, easy parking, food trucks at both events, both at Art Fair at Stone Creek and the Gifts for Girlfriends will have the food trucks available, so there'll be plenty to eat while you shop.
Yeah, this year's Taste Twin Lakes went very well. They're getting bigger every year. This year, Kuyon's was new. Warren's Grill, who's out there in, what's it called out that way? Henderson. Mm-hmm. Not Henderson, but Gamelia. Okay. Had a lot of new people out there. River Rock Inn. It was very nice.
All right, with that, we need to take a break. It's come up on 7:15. The mayor and Billy D. Austin is going to be here, Mountain Home City. So stick around. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
But now it's 8 with brioche bun and pickles. Comes with its own steak knife, it's really that big. Your best competition is always yourself. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. We're focused on one thing, burgers, ribs, fajitas. Just that one thing, burgers, ribs, and fajitas. We're reeling in our menu because it got out of hand. We had a moment of self-actualization. Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back. Oh, baby, Chili's is back, baby, back, baby, back.
With a large showroom of over 13,000 square feet, the Furniture Depot is your local choice for quality name brand furniture at prices anyone can afford. They carry a great selection of catnapper recliners, power recliners with lumbar support and lift chairs. Check out Furniture Depot's variety of living room and dining room sets in various styles and designs. And don't forget about their mattress gallery featuring Serta, Symbol mattresses, and adjustable beds. Family owned and operated, that's Furniture Depot, located in the Ozark Shopping Center in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
So there I was, naked as a jaybird in the shower with soap in my hair and eyes when I lost water pressure down to a dribble. I immediately grabbed my towel and dialed up Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service. Jake came right over and fixed my water pressure. Now I can take my showers with confidence. Just call Jake.
For all your sales and pump needs, just call Jake at JM Sales and Pump Service, 870-431-5445. He offers high-quality stay-right products.
You've tried medications just cover up the pain, and you've tried dieting to help lose weight. Before you try something drastic like surgery to get rid of the numbness and tingling, why don't you try a better approach to health? Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Osgood, and at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we heal the whole person the natural way.
At Mountain Home Family Chiropractic, we take a hands-on approach to chiropractic care, massage therapy, and nutritional counseling. Our 20 years of service has led to successful results.
When I come in to see Dr. Osgood, sometimes after one adjustment, I have immediate relief. Sometimes it takes 4 or 5 adjustments.
I recommend Mountain Home Family Chiropractic because it really works and keeps me pain-free.
Mountain Home Family Chiropractic supports the community by donating to Mountain Home Food Basket and the Lions Club. Request an appointment with us today at Mountain Home Family Chiropractic. Excellence for your body and frame alignment.
Today looks like, well, all this week looks good.
7:18 and we're back visiting with the mayor and Billy D. And Jerry's doing some camera adjustments here. So, gentlemen, how you been? It's good to see everybody again. And
well, Dale, it's thank you. It's good to be here, and I enjoyed you and Jerry on your previous
the previous part here.
Yes, yeah. Y'all are so relaxed and laid back, and you know what? I think people like that. I think that makes them feel good. And
well, you know, we took the approach. We're everyday people, and we want whether you're the mayor of a city or superintendent of a school or a pastor of a church, or want people to be comfortable.
Well, you know what? We all put our shoes on the same way.
There you go.
We're all. I mean, there's no big people, no little people. Everybody's.
We welcome anybody, and everybody wants to do the program and talk about stuff in the communities around the northern part of the state. A lot of fun.
Well, you know, we got a lot to talk about this day that that God has blessed us with. A beautiful day here in the Ozark Mountains, and good fresh air. And if you look around the country, everybody don't have this.
They sure don't.
You know, we take sometimes I think we take things for granted, and I'm saying that back to Joe Dillard, not to you guys, but
I have to admit I was a bit grumpy with that high temperature and high humidity last week. But boy, that when Sunday rolled around,
that was
and the humidity dropped.
That nice breeze and yeah, oh yeah, mighty good.
So what you got for us today?
Well, you know, just maybe go back and since our last meeting and recap a little bit about our 412 meeting that we had here, and had it down at the shed about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, the highway stuff.
Highway, yes. We had we had 4 out of 5 of the highway commissioners, and we had the director of the highway department, Scott Bennett, and Governor Asa Hutchison was here. Also, interest from 7 congressional offices, 1 in Oklahoma, 1 in Missouri, 1 in Tennessee, and then our 2 congressmen, Womack and Crawford, and our two Arkansas senators.
So there's got to be some interest in the commerce across the northern part of the state.
Well, this meeting really brought out how important that 412 is to our area and to basically all across North Arkansas. So we also had a lot of state legislators there. I talked to a senator from Arkansas state senator from Jonesboro. I seen legislators, a lot of mayors and judges across the north part of the state. So
Mayor, I talked with a truck dispatch person. It's been about 4 or 5 years ago. She was based in Rogers. And I said, so where do you dispatch? She says, well, mainly Arkansas, but the Midwest.
Yeah.
If they had a truck going from Rogers, Arkansas to Jonesboro, you would think he'd just drop down, grab Highway 62 and run across. No, they drop down all the way to Fort Smith, grab 40, run east, and then go north either on 49 or 63.
Yeah.
I said, why don't you come through Alpena, Harrison, Mountain Home? Says, costs us too much money. They got it down to how much it cost them to shift.
Yeah.
So you might run 32, 33. But the truck's actually run Jerry here in his pickup truck, but
Well, we had major companies represented there too, that, like you're talking about, from trucking mainly, that are big users of the 412. But the guy from University of Arkansas at Little Rock that did the impact study, he brought out he drove all of 412 over a 2-day period. He took his time and drove it.
So he went Tulsa to probably Columbia, Tennessee.
Anyway, he said if you're over in the eastern part and Google Fayetteville or Razorback Stadium, it sends you, like you said,
40.
Down to 40, back up, completely missing our area here. So, and if you look how Northwest has grown over the last several years, well, from Huntsville to over to Siloam Springs, Oklahoma line, is basically completed. And I think that's made been a part of their growth, is just having the good roads, getting on that half of the west end of the state. So anyway,
I gotta bring it up, Mayor. I gotta bring it up. We're still in 1974 with this 55-mile-an-hour speed limit. Every state in the world is at least 60, 65, or 70. I was on Highway 59 in Texas one time. It's a 2-lane road. It's almost identical to the scenery on Highway 62 East at 70 miles an hour.
I like 55.
Jerry, you haven't seen 55 miles an hour in 3 years.
We're the majority. 55 is the majority.
But when you're going east, like I do quite a bit going towards Paragould to grab Interstate 155 outside of Kennett, Missouri, and you're on the 2-lane. Now, there are some passing lanes, but by the time you get up to, say, 56 or 57 miles an hour and get around that truck or that horse trailer, there's Arkansas State Police. Ha! Cheek, gotcha!
Well, in traveling here, like even through Baxter County, it's 55 mile, but we've got good roads, and on the bypass, I think. But people are running, and the speed limit, I think, is 60 on the bypass.
That's a comfortable speed.
But they're running basically everybody. Not everybody, but most people run a little over and up 10 miles over.
Well, if I'm going to here to Hardy, and if it's minimal traffic, I'll probably run 60 to 62 miles an hour. Run 5 to 7 over.
Well, those passing lanes between between Ash Flat and here in Ash Flat, or even here in Salem, it's good to know when you get behind a camper or a log truck or something. You know that in a few minutes you're going to have an opportunity to pass. But anyway, it turned out really good. I think we got their attention.
The wheels are rolling to look at this across the state.
Arkansas, the Department of the Highway Department is updating their study on 412, which is a pretty big thing.
Good.
And it'll show the heavy use areas. It'll show the safety zones that were accidents and all that. But I heard y'all mention red, white, and blue. I think Jerry mentioned it, and that's a great event coming up at the end of this month, and it's always well attended. And folks, I've got to tell you, it's some of the best fireworks you'll see anywhere.
Yeah,
sure is.
And it's free, and good entertainment coming. So encourage all of our people to set up and take notice of that.
That's the 29th and 30th?
Yes, I believe it's on a Friday and Saturday, the
yeah.
last, yeah. But that fireworks, and I want to just stop and talk about fireworks a little bit. I'm going to give Billy D the green light here in a minute, but we're right on the, cutting edge. Within less than a month now, we'll be at 4th of July. Well, last year and previous years, we've had some problems with people shooting fireworks inside the city limits. And there is an ordinance against that, and we're going to be proactive this year and try to slow that down.
Yep.
We've got a code enforcement officer on duty that we did not have last year, and the other patrols will also be looking at this. But we want people to have a good time. We want to celebrate the 4th. We want to celebrate our independence, but we also need to stay within the boundaries of the law. And inside the city, you're not supposed to be shooting firecrackers. So this is kind of a heads up. We're going to be giving it through other between now and then, trying to probably have it on our website in different places, encouraging people to not to shoot the firecrackers inside the city. We don't let them assail, except one exception that was grandfathered in back years ago. We don't sell them inside the city, and we don't want them, it's too close. And we got the Saturday night at the college, and then there's fireworks at the lake. Usually at both lakes and surrounding areas. So, and there's also a lot of land out on private land they go shoot outside the city. But we just don't want people to get in trouble by giving them tickets. But
well, you never know. Kids will shoot a bottle rocket and they get careless. They'll pick the bottle up and I'm going to aim it here and aim it here. Well, you're aiming west, it goes north.
Yeah.
Lands on the neighbor's roof. I've seen that happen before.
Oh, I know. I also want to remind people, our block party, I think we went through 4 Friday nights so far, and it's been very successful. Music around the square on Friday nights at 7, and that will continue through Labor Day, with the exception of the red, white, and blue. That one Friday night, that focus will be down at the college on the supporting the red, white, and blue. Yep. But we got Billy D. Austin with us, and Billy has been very busy, and he's got a busy schedule ahead. I don't see no rest right now, or no slowdown, but Billy, tell us a little bit what's going on in the Parks Department.
All right, Mayor. This coming Saturday, we have a Glow in the Park at Cooper Park. Contact the Youth Center 424-7275 for more information about Glow in the Park 5K run. The Twin Lakes American Legion baseball tournament will be coming up June 14th through 17th at Cooper Park. Mountain Home Hurricane swim team will be having a swim meet June the 16th. Following week, the Babe Ruth State Girls Fast Pitch State Tournament, June 22nd through 24th at Keller Park. Cal Ripken 10 and Under State Tournament, June 29th to July the 1st at Clasto Willette. Following month, which is about a week later, Babe Ruth Girls Fast Pitch Regional tournament here in Mountain Home, July the 3rd through the 8th. And also during the same time frame, the Mountain Home Hurricane swim team will be having another swim meet July the 7th. So
you're busy.
Well, there's going to be a lot of people busy in between baseball, softball, swimming. There's a lot of and a 5K run. There's quite a few things, and as y'all mentioned earlier, the red, white, and blue at the end of the month. So,
well, I want to take this opportunity to compliment your staff, because I drive through the parks and look, Mayor, those parks are immaculate.
They sure are.
I mean, it's not just, well, go out there and mow. It's mowed, it's weed-eated, there's no trash, the trash receptacles are painted, they're in the appropriate locations. It's just nice.
Well, that compliment goes right on.
It's just,
every
park is pristine, and we're very proud of what the Parks Department's doing. Very nice job.
Well, thank y'all.
We need to take a break. 7:30, a little bit after 7:30, so Gil's going to cue us up another commercial. So, Gil, time for a break, and we'll be right back.
You already know that Ferris mowers are the only mowers on the market with a patented spring suspension system, saving you time in the seat, less back stress, and a professional even cut every time. You already know that Mower Warehouse is the only area dealership that will accept your mower trade-in. But did you know that a truckload of discounted 2017 models just arrived at Mower Warehouse, allowing you the pleasure of saving hundreds of dollars on your next mower purchase of a new Ferris or Simplicity zero-turn machine? Come check out the parking lot sale at Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Hello, I'm Charles Ferguson. Here at Mountain View Chevrolet, we still do business the old-fashioned way with honesty and integrity. And we have a good inventory of new Chevy cars, trucks, and SUVs from large to small. Our service department has all GM certified technicians, and our friendly salespeople are ready and eager to fit a car truck to your needs in a price range you can afford. We also have a lot full of pre-owned cars and trucks, program and new car trade-ins to choose from. So come see us at Mountain View Chevrolet.
If you want the best breakfast or lunch in the Twin Lakes area, then you've got to come to the Old Time Restaurant. Voted the best breakfast and lunch for 2011, the Old Time Restaurant not only gives you the Southern hospitality right when you walk in the door, they also offer scrumptious breakfast options to curb that early morning appetite. Or stop in later in the day for a tasty sandwich, salad, or a daily special. If a sweet tooth is your guilty pleasure, you can't go wrong with the Pie Lady cooking out over 30 different types of pies. That's the Old Time Restaurant located on the square in Mountain Home.
Do you know where your money goes when you give to charity? At the Salvation Army, 85 cents of every dollar stays to help those in need in our local community. Hi, I'm Captain Spaulding. The money we raise help people in the surrounding 5 counties, including Baxter, Marion, Sharp, Izzard, and Fulton. You can help by donating your unwanted items and by shopping at the Salvation Army store. Those in need get assistance with rent, utilities, sending kids to camp, and many other things. When it comes to this charity, the Salvation Army always helps those in our community.
7:32 and a half, visiting with the mayor and Billy D, Mountain Home City.
And Jerry.
And Jerry's over here. Jerry's in the director's chair today.
Well, don't forget Jerry. He's he's doing a great job.
The only guy in the world that speed limits don't apply to. He's never driven that fast.
And I like it. It's like the mayor said, when you're in an area like this, it's not like Dallas, man. I got to get to point B in a hurry. If you get to point B in a hurry here, you might miss something. Got to go slow.
Good point.
Yeah, we do have a lot of good scenery here to look at as we drive through.
Beautiful.
Well, I think we was with Billy D when we went on break. Billy, you got, I think, a little bit more.
I got a couple things I like to cover. I just want to say that we co-hosted the Class 1A state baseball and softball tournament here in Mountain Home back May 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And I just want to thank a few of our city council members came out and helped: Eva Frame, Nancy Osmond, Wayne Almond, and Coach Don Webb. In addition to that, my hats off to Mammoth Spring High School. Without them being a co-host with us, it wouldn't happen. And then also would like to thank Mountain Home High School for allowing us to utilize the new complex there at the high school, McLean Park there. So it was a great event, and I didn't have it in 4 days of being here, and the mayor was out there. I didn't have a complaint from anybody, and you get 40 teams into town with that many parents and grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, whatever, and I'm serious. We did not have one complaint about the tournament any whatsoever. I didn't have really a whole lot to do with the tournament itself other than just provide logistics for it. But being around, talking to people out there every day, and no complaints, and people love the community, it says a lot for Mountain Home. So
it sure does.
I just want to cover that and thank those people that helped.
So when you have 42, where'd they come from? Was it state?
All over the state of Arkansas, from north, south, east, and west.
What's the numbers when you have 40 teams? So what are you saying, 25, say 30 members per team with the staff? So you got a lot of people, a lot of families. So that put a lot of people in hotels and resorts and restaurants and.
And May will show up actually in July.
In July, you'll see those receipts.
Yes, we stay 2 months behind on looking at sales tax receipts, but it's going to be interesting to see that. But Billy D said he didn't have too much to do with it. Well, he had everything to do with it because he actually went and had to go before the association in order to get to. And you know what? This is just I think a great example.
That had to be 3A approved.
It had to be approved by Arkansas Activity Association, yes.
Really?
But this is a great example of partnershiping.
Yeah.
Going and bringing events here and partnering with Mammoth Springs, who is a 1A school. So they were the host, but we got the benefits from it, and they got recognition from it and everything. It was a very good tournament. 20 baseball teams and 20 softball teams from all over the state of Arkansas. And I got to visit with a lot of the people too.
And folks, that's easy money. That's easy money.
I don't know about easy.
Well, it's clean money. It's good money that without them we don't have.
And working those tournaments it's long days.
Right. And I need to also, I forgot to thank Twin Lakes Automotive. Jerry out there loaned us a motorhome to set up as a hospitality room for the coaches and administrators. And without him, it'd been tough out there. So my hat's off to him also.
Well, it's just a community coming together and everybody working together and we all benefit from it. But Billy, you got anything else? Is that?
I think that brings us up to speed.
Still have a World Series coming up in August.
Oh well, there you go, Dale. World Series, Babe Ruth World Series out at the complex, at the new complex again this year, like they did last year. But I did forget to bring a couple things about the youth center.
Well, let's hear it.
We have time for that.
You got all the time you need.
Okay. Right now at the youth center, we have special activities going, daily activities at the youth center. And I brought some additional information. Right now, this week, we're doing archery. We have camps each week. This week, like I says, archery, which is instructed by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. June 11th through the 15th, we'll have an art class. June 15th through 22nd, Core Boot Camp. Be active and get fit. July 19th through and 20th, 4-H will come in and do a presentation. The kids go to the swimming pool on Fridays from the youth center. So there's many activities happening at the youth center, many activities happening at the swimming pool. So far it's been great, and so if you want to cool off, you can go to the youth center inside, or go out to the pool and take a dip.
How many kids on the average per day
right
utilize
now
youth center activity?
At the youth center, 100 plus.
And one other thing, those kids, regardless of whatever homes they come from, everybody has a free meal.
Really?
Correct.
A lunch meal.
Right.
Yes. And that is, again, partnershiping with the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas. So whether they've got money in their pocket or don't have money in their pocket, everybody eats and gets the same meal.
Yeah. Correct.
And that's a good thing. Very good.
But 100 plus kids per day. That's
per day.
That's a lot of meals.
It is. It is.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Wow.
Yeah. And we've had that for the last 2 years. I believe.
I believe the last 2 years.
But it's good. It's a good program. And
now what's that membership per month? It's like
well, it's for the year, $40 a year membership fee for the first child, right?
Which is very, very reasonable.
Right. So
I don't see how y'all do it for that, but my hat's off to you for that one. Wow, great program.
Well, I wanted to touch on y'all mentioned the Care Center Ministries and the event tomorrow night at the fairgrounds. I just want to echo what y'all said about them. They do a wonderful work here, helping a lot of people, and I don't think they get the recognition that they really deserve. They mimic what John 3:16 same, but this is right here, and they've also expanded to a women's unit, and it's a good. I hope people can go and support that tomorrow night. It's a good fundraiser for them, and everything costs money. There's nothing free out here. Somebody has to pay for it. So just want to compliment you on bringing that up and talking about it a little bit. I've said it before, but at the end of June, the Mountain Home Cemetery, through this month, the plots, and I hate to talk about plots, and we talked about Roller being a sponsor here and a great part of our community, but the plots are $400, and starting July 1, they will go to $600. So if anybody's listening and needs to prepare, for plots in the Mountain Home Cemetery, they need to take a look and can save a little money. This is a decision by the Mountain Home Cemetery Board. We have a good board made up of 7 local people, and most of them have really strong ties back to the cemetery. So encourage people to go look at the cemetery. I think it's in the best shape right now that maybe it's ever been. We have a lot of interest in it, and it's part of our community here. A lot of history down there. One thing I want to talk about too was our streets. We just met yesterday with the Arkansas State Highway people, and through the City Aid Program, which is a fairly new program, it was voted in, a tax that was voted in, and I'm sorry to say Baxter County did not vote it in. Statewide it was voted in. But we're the recipients of a $250,000 grant that we're going to overlay the streets up around the hospital. Very heavily used streets.
Yeah.
But this is like, it's a gift, actually. I mean, it's part of that tax money coming back. But,
that was the one that was implemented, I think, in 2014.
I think so, yeah. We got...
I think that was 1.5... I forget what it was now.
Well, this is our second... we were the 3rd city, I think, back in 14 that actually was awarded this type grant, and it was up around close to $300, I think, $80,000 worth of work. But this is a board of mayors that manage this, and I'm certainly not on that board, but we're glad that we're getting our part, and so. Even Big Flat got a street done out of this. Good. Every city that has public streets is eligible to get grants through this, and there's 500 cities in the state of Arkansas. So,
do we have any surprises coming up? I know the economy is doing better. I was on my way to Nashville about 16 days ago, and of course I went east. Sign after sign after sign in these little towns. Help wanted, now hiring, we need you. Was up in West Plains, Missouri towards Poplar Bluff, and the same thing, hiring, help wanted, just people begging for work. Marion County, they had Micro got a good contract. There's going to be a feed mill come in with a railroad spur.
Butterball is coming in up there.
Is that Butterball?
Yeah, it's Butterball. Yeah.
So how's that impacting Baxter County Mountain Home? You seeing growth potential here in the
next couple of years? I see every time we get a new business in north central Arkansas, we all benefit from it. It complements what the other jobs, because if we've got people right now working over here, people driving out of Marion County to here to work, they may very well, I think they're going to create 50 pretty good jobs over there.
Good.
That's
good.
That's what the forecast is.
Well, there's the electronics manufacturing that make cables. A friend of mine works out there, and back October, November of last year, they were down to 23, 24 hours a week. Didn't know if they're going to survive. New contract came in. They're 40, 43, 44 hours a week.
Yeah, and the economy is doing good, and but I think, and going back to Butterball, and if you look at that, it's about 4 miles west of Yellville. It's right before you get to George's Creek, and on the left it looks like they're building a little airstrip there, but that's going to be a rail. It's a
railroad side rail or
they'll connect to the rail there, and it's going to be for feed.
Yeah,
and it will be it's going to be big. But what I was going to say, those people that's going to take those jobs, we may have people over here and to take away that drive. We love them to come in here, but if they leave here, that frees up a job here.
Yeah.
So it
all
helps
comes out in the
everybody.
wash.
Yeah, it's a win-win thing. But our sales tax, we got a pretty good increase this month, and that was for the month of March.
That was a B12 shot, wasn't it?
It was. Well, January our sales tax was up, but February, March, and April it was down.
Yeah.
So it's good to see. It's good to see the trend, and I think that trend will hold through the summer and fall, just due to the fact of the events that like we've been talking about.
It's gonna help.
Yeah.
7:46. We need to take a break. Gil, queue up a couple spots for us. We'll be back with Billy D and the mayor right after this. Stick around.
Why would I recommend Hospice of the Ozarks? Because I know the people that work there, I know their hearts, and I know that their desire is to help people with the suffering and the anxiety and the things that can come with either terminal diagnosis or a terminal condition. We want them to have a peace of heart and to have a comfort and to know that someone's there to help them through that so they can enjoy the time that they have.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, I'm Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. If anybody needs trash service in the area, please give us a call. Arch Trash Service is veteran owned, and I've been in the local area resident for over 20 years. I'll provide a better service than the other guys and even provide front door service trash pickup for those that aren't able to take their trash to the curb. We'll also pick up almost anything and even provide free recycling. I am Ricky with Arch Trash Pickup. And please give me a call for all your trash service needs.
Neema's Pizza in Gassville. 7:48, almost 7:49, finishing out the program. Mayor Dillard here of City Mountain Home. Billy D, Parks Director. Gentlemen, what else we need to cover in the next 12 minutes?
Well, I wanted to, we talked a little bit about streets and the grant that we were getting, but we're continuing to work on Buzzer Roost Cutoff. That is we will hope to get that paved sometime this summer, and that again is a joint effort with Baxter County. Okay. Part of that road was in the city, part in the county, and you know, it's going to be a 3-lane with a sidewalk all the way through, and I think it's going to do a lot to enhance our area here.
And you know, it may take a while and may be dusty and dirty right now, but here's what's going to happen. We saw it with 16th Street and some of the others that y'all have done. These streets have been around for 100 years, and they've been repaved and overlaid and taken out, and water lines. Like, y'all have gone back in and just let's start over. New drainage most of the time.
Yes.
working, making sure that the water lines are updated, sewer line, whatever's underground has been updated. Now you're adding the sidewalks. That was a narrow road.
It was, and on kind of on the north end, the ditches were really deep on the east side of the road. I mean,
if you
fall in, it'd be hard to get out of.
You could fit down that road pretty good, but you get going back and forth with a 1-ton truck coming your way. You just you almost clip mirrors on it.
Well, this is it's curb and guttered, so everything will be underground, the drainage, and that's a big thing.
Yeah.
And expanding it to a 3-lane, a continuous turn lane, and then putting a sidewalk, and from a safety standpoint, and that also, it's an area to grow, and it's in a good area out there to get new businesses in. Actually, there's a lot of land in places out there, so I think we all win when we leverage our dollars and work with the county. And I think this is hopefully could be a trend that we could look at other projects that right around the edges of the city that where county has part of it.
Where's the highest growth potential for Mountain Home right now? We've got the new Harps on the west side. We've got the new park on the west side. Gassville is adding, it looks like, I'm guessing, a Casey's right there.
They're adding a new Casey's, yes.
So we've got that 6-mile stretch of highway. You've got the Dodge dealership, you've got Meeks, you've got the Ford dealership, the General Motors dealership. You've got some fine dealerships there.
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen on the west end? What do you see in the next 5-10 years?
I think the west end will grow just due to the fact that the east end, which has had a very fast growth over the last 18 years, I think the west end is set to grow. It's from good 5-lane highway.
Yeah.
We've got plenty of water, and we've got sewer out into the Big Creek area all the way out to there, and so I think the potential is definitely there. And one good business out there could trigger one thing triggers another. So
the domino effect.
It is.
But I think we finally got to the point now where, and most of us can go back to the days of the ferry boats.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in Henderson, Viola, Salem, Hardy, you went to Jonesboro, or you went to West Plains. And even some ran up into Missouri, ran over to Springfield, wouldn't even think of Mount Home because you didn't want to sit there waiting for the boat all day long. Especially in July, around July 4th, why don't we go shopping? Well, we don't want to have to sit in all that traffic and wait for 3 hours to get on the boat to cross the lake. Have we got past the mindset now that there's actually bridges across the lake? I know it's been 30 plus years that those bridges have been there. But still, I can go to Hardy and I can go to Imboden. Where's a good place to buy blah, blah, blah? Well, we go to Jonesboro.
Yeah.
Well, it's farther to go to Jonesboro from like Hardy than it is from Hardy to Mountain Home. Why don't you just run over to Mountain Home? We've got it there too. Well, the mindset's not there yet because it still takes too long to get there.
Well, yeah, and I visited with some people, some families over in Fulton County that, and they told me since the bridges was in, and this relates to what you're saying here, they make a Saturday evening, they come to shop and eat at some of the, we've got many good restaurants here, so so that mindset hopefully is growing that way, and but I think there's an opportunity for outreach for our business community to,
So if you're in
touch those areas,
Ash Flat and Hardy and Salem and Viola and watch this, come on over to Mountain Home. You're always welcome over here.
You bet.
Come on over.
And that's what that's exactly what we like. And when those people come, they come to spend money. And used to, if you could go to town on a Saturday afternoon, you planned all week to do that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, now if those families that are out in more rural area, and they set kind of like the old times, only it's bigger, and of course we got better vehicles and better roads to travel on. But anyway, I wanted to also talk a little bit about we do have a code enforcement officer on duty now. Mr. Liddy, Kevin Liddy.
Oh, good.
And he is out working. And
what codes are being enforced? What do we got?
Anything that we have ordinances. The big ones that I think that he's looking at now is the grass. If it's over 12 inches, you need to mow your grass. When you mow it, it don't need to come out into the the sidewalk or into the curb or on the street. It needs to, the ordinances talk, that's in violation of the ordinance. The also from a cleanliness area, you can't have a vehicle sitting around with the wheels off and up on blocks, and those are if you've got other things going on that unsightly or maybe not, trash, anything that has to do with trash. We have a contract with Method to take care of the trash, but they only take care of big items on a couple of times a year. And if people got things piled out thinking the trash company's going to pick up a bunch of mattresses, unless it's on those 2 days, certain days out of the year, and we've done had our first one.
Yeah, May and October.
Those are the things that part of the things that at least that the code officer will be looking at
and let me give an example. I come into Paragould, Arkansas from Missouri on 412.
Easy.
You're getting over there on Billy D's area.
God bless our farmers, but my goodness, there's an 64 Ford out there with the windshield, or a tree come through the windshield. That's what we're talking about.
It's been there a while.
It's been there a while. Yeah. You know what
I told the mayor over there, Gaskell, I said, you need to take care of that.
But that's what we're talking about, and I can go into where my dad grew up in southeast Missouri, Butler County. It's the same thing, For 25 years, I passed by an old service station, had an old 59 Plymouth sitting there for 25 years, full of Coke bottles.
Mayor, I got a question on that code enforcement. Most people mow their yard on a Saturday or Sunday and go throwing that stuff in the street. Now, there's nobody to call on a Saturday or Sunday to report that your neighbor's being a knucklehead. And Monday, the grass already.
The wind or the cars have swept a lot of it off by then. Yeah. Well, I tell you, if you see that happening, call our regular police number and a patrolman. Now, the code enforcement officer, he can't work 7 days a week, 24. But the other people can go and look at that and actually take care of it with a verbal warning or a written warning if they need it. But the first time out, if they've not been in a problem before, it'd probably be a warning. Yeah. If it's a continual problem, that's last month we had the same thing, or 2 months ago, or we had it all last year, then they're probably going to get a ticket. We have to be in control.
Taking pride of the city,
but it is, and people need to take pride, and that is. But Jerry, if anybody sees that happening, call the regular police number. And I'm sorry I don't have that right on top of my head, but it's in the books or on the refrigerators, on the little stickers and things and just let them know what's happening, and patrol people can come and check it, and then refer it to the code officer if they don't do it. But
final minute.
One thing that we just got put up is the historical signs down around the historical area in Mountain Home. New signs. And I think they went up this week and are at the end of last week. But those signs help identify the historical areas. It's basically down around the downtown part, the history there. Yeah. We mentioned the history at the cemetery. It goes all the way back to Civil War times. So it's a great place to come and visit, and we appreciate the street department actually put those signs up, and we'll maintain them. They're right above our other signs, and so we didn't have to add extra poles but the Historical Society was the people that triggered this, and their interest in wanting to identify the historical part of our city. But in closing, I just want our people out there to be safe, have a good day, and
we'll see you next
be
month.
Thankful where we live.
You bet. Got to wrap it up. It's coming up on 7:59, almost 8 o'clock. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks to the mayor and Billy D for being here. Always good to have you guys on. Always enjoy the show. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Jim Baumgartner next.
Yep.